Again, Lamb
in game. There's not really a
draft between these two teams. They aren't looking like anything out of the ordinary. That is exactly true here, Blam. And without further ado, this is the first game of Honor of Kings International Championship 2025 with Boom Esports on towards the blue side and Kagendra on towards the red side. I will leave the stage to you guys. Blam, Dash, take it away.
And this is gonna be it, Blam. This is gonna be a fun time. Boom versus Kagendra. This is gonna be our first game. This is the time for Boom and Kagendra to prove to themselves who's better, PKL or IKL.
Exactly, but at the moment, Danny looking pretty low here. He's got to be careful. I mean, you are a slippery hero like the Ali, but that tit for tat in the mid lane could be expensive for them.
That's gonna be very tough, right? Because usually you put them on the mid lane, the Army into the idea, just for them to have that pressure, but losing that advantage on the HP is not going to be good for them, even if they rotate back to the bot lane.
Exactly. I mean, you even saw that, right? Senko was able to take away the boards as well. So not only did they lose that little bit of exchange into the mid lane, they're losing these minor camps.
Yeah, this is going to be tough for them. But from what we've seen a while ago, we've seen Karl and Miggy go to the top side of the map just to get some skill on those camps. The Firehawk has been stolen, so at least they got some resources out of it because of the distraction that was happening in the mid lane.
Yeah, I mean, right now, top side of the map here, tit for tat going on between both Ihans and Miggy, but I think whoever gets his space right is really going to kind of like up the ante here in terms of the tempo in this early game. I mean, we were talking about obviously early game, mid game, going over to the favor of Boom. So really going for this space right would be really just enhancing that that tempo.
Yeah, let's talk about goals here. For the side of Boom Esports, Karl needs to find a way to get everything that he can here. Sun's going to be coming in. A lot of damage is going to be there, but Boom Esports is going to back off.
Yeah, I mean, the damage isn't going to come from Yang Jen just yet, right? Obviously, he's going to be there just to kind of put a lot of pressure onto the back line of Boom Esports. So, in the early game, I don't think Karl has to worry too much about damage.
Yeah, I think Raw is going to be the sole tank here for the team. Ihans is going to be having a different MO. He's going to be going to the back line, taking down everybody, especially Tatsuri, whenever he's planted down using that Blazing Brilliance.
Yeah, like if we look at this obviously draft between Boom, Boom has a very much a dynamite punch in their face, right? Whereas the side of Kagendra, I mean, you're looking sort of towards the late game from Ihans to Lamfang as well to do that damage. So I think if Boom plays with that in mind, they could really kind of take advantage of these team fights.
Yeah. Boom is playing on the time bomb here. If ever Kagendra gets to past 12 minutes, past 15 minutes, that is when everybody's going to be exploding here. Going to be hitting critical mass to the side of Kagendra. But Boom Esports, as long as they get to their first item, that is when they're going to be starting, like, finding kills on them. Oh yeah, there's quite a few power spikes here for the side of Boom, right? Obviously, especially looking towards that Ali, whether it goes for the Sparkforge Dagger, whether it goes for the Doomsday, but the 2v1 in shooting here. Top side is going to be there. Ihan's going to be slowed, but he's not going to be killed. Still was able to dash away.
Yeah, not quite going to just kind of get that push through, right? Because obviously, again, for those watching at home, they didn't quite have that minion wave point going into the favor of Boom, right? Like, there was still a little bit of neutralization there, but using the space bright, looking to kind of come down to that bot side of the map, try and create that pressure as that neutral objective is going to be on the board in around about 50 seconds
You can see the idea here, what they're doing on the side of Boom Esports, right? Karl is prioritizing Miggy because he wants Miggy to get that early game. That's what you want when you have a Byron on your team. You want him to get as much early game advantage that he can in order for him to carry you on those first two objectives.
Yeah, it's like you said, obviously he is going to be the front line of this team, right? He is going to be the meat and potatoes going in, trying to get a catch onto either the likes of maybe Lamfang onto the Chana, right? Using that flash, using the Storm Strike, just to get him sucked into place. But there's the Blazing Brilliance.
But not enough to actually get the kill. Half HP on this guy, but he's still going to be getting that healing too. Get that HP back 15 seconds on that objective.
Yeah, it's going to be a good pressure being put down here. Bot side now. Obviously, they have pushed the minion wave through into that T1 territory. I don't think they're going to take that one at this time. But Destiny Counter has been used. They are obviously using the Sovereign Shot here as well, just driving them away. But there is a huge presence here from Kagendra down to the bot side of the map right now.
Yeah, this is kind of the thing here for Boom Esports. Whenever they have a pay on their composition, they usually give up the first Siren, go to the other side of the jungle, steal all their camps, so that at least we get the resources to fight back on the second objective.
Yeah, I mean, with the gold obviously lead being quite neutralized here as well, right? Like, yes, Kagendra is going to go and obviously sort for that Tyrant because it is going to turn the tide of the team fights because they do lack the damage. And obviously, in terms of movement speed as well, they've not got the greatest rotation just yet.
That's true. And also, they used the Destiny Encounter a while ago, but right now onto the bot lane. Putting some pressure here on two members right now. Draw is going to be coming in. Gets the knockback back off. Tower's going to be down, but they're going to be backing off. Not going to be hitting anything. Making even use the flash! First blood comes in for Kagendra. And now they're just going to back off. Danny doesn't have any dashes anymore. He's going to be dead too. 2 kills on the board for Kagendra.
That's an expensive team fight here for the side of Boom Esports. Down both Miggy and Danny Wright. Obviously, we're looking at the focus into the side lanes, but Carl may be in a bit of a struggle here in this mid lane.
Sun's going to be coming in. Blazer's going to be coming out. Mid lane is going to be taken down. KAGE, another tower on this side.
And not just any other tower. This is the T1 into the mid lane. This is really going to open up the jungle of Boom for the favor of KAGE.
Yeah, that's going to be the jungle. All of the jungle. Look at where they are. They took down everything, and now let's take a look at the replay.
Yeah, I mean, we saw obviously do try and go into there. We saw the attempt here from Midgy, but it was just too much CC, too much luck into place there that he got absolutely rinsed out. I have to give it over to KAGE, right? We were talking about that they didn't have the damage, but they clearly showed that they still are packing the dynamite.
Yeah, I was so afraid of what they did there. Flash, force field depression, then nothing else. It was like not everybody was on the same page here for Boom.
Yeah. It's like Miggy was like, you know what? I'm going to spearhead. Please follow me. And everyone was like, nah, bro, you've gone a little bit too far.
They were so far away after that. Now, because of that, another tower top side taken down. All the T1s are down on the side of KAGE. So now this is going to be tough for them. Tatsuri went for that venomous snap for that first item, which is why I was kind of thinking, why doesn't he have any damage? It was because of that first item.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it is going to utilize into team fights a lot better than the damage, because obviously they are going to have the damage from the likes of obviously the Ali, the Pei as well. So it's going to be really nice here to have the anti-heal, especially for Yang Jian, Yuan, literally everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Chano.
Yeah, except for Chano. Yeah. And now, with this, Boom Esports kind of looking for kills here, kind of looking for something.
Yeah.
Right now, they're going to be discovered by iHands here on the sides. Even use a forceful suppression, but I think they're the ones who caught in the trap. Now they're going to have some problems here. Tatsuri not going to be able to back off. And another kill comes in. Miggy's going to be next. Forceful suppression. Has to use the flash, and now another mid lane tower is down.
Yeah, trading that T1 top side here for the side of Boom for that T2 into the mid lane. That's not a trade I would be making here if you are a early to mid game composition that Boom is right now. I mean, yes, we're only at 7 minutes, but this is only going to get better for KAGE.
Yeah, they're having a lot of problems here. KAGE really just reeling in all the pressure here for the side of Boom Esports. They haven't been able to fight back, even though we were really selling it that they are the team that has early to mid-game advantage. Right now, it's looking like KAGE is the one who has it.
Exactly. I mean, that's one way you can neutralize that early to mid-game advantage, right? You go for the Tyrant, you then get those team fights, and as you can see here with the gold lead, they're looking around about that 2.8k gold lead here for the side of KAGE, which around about 7.5 minutes is actually a decent lead to have.
Yeah, it's a big lead that they can have here. KAGE really putting the pressure on the top side just because the mid lane is open. They could get away with just moving forward close to the second tier tower. Right now, Senku trying to get the stun. But right now, they're already far away, so this could be a potential push.
It could be, right? I mean, they just pushing them away, get them through. We're
going to be going in. They have to stun right now. They even use the ultimate right there. They're going to be backing up. Tatsuri's going to be down. They're going to be taking one. That's going to be good for Rouse in the tower, but he's still healing up a lot. Draw is going to be backing up, but it's still a 4v4. The T3 is in danger.
It is in danger. They've got 2 minions there as well, but Biggie going to be charging with the form strike.
Knockup's going to be coming in. They have the damage right there. They're going to follow through, but Draw is going to be backing off. Low HP. Carl has to move forward. They have a lot of things in their backs, and now they are going to be trying. Hero got one onto the back line, and now they are going to go and take more people down. That's 3 on the board for the side of KAGE.
Yeah, huge play here from KAGE. A little bit of a blunder here from Boom Esports. They are still obviously trying to make sure they're not losing these T3s, right? Because we always say this within Honor of King competitive esports. As long as you have those T3s, there's a way back, baby.
Yeah, this is not yet over. As long as they got it, they even sacrificed 3 lives for that. I think that's worth it. But right now, Boom Esports can't even get close to their own jungle. They are having a lot of problems. Not even 10 minutes. They can't even contest those objectives.
No, can't contest these next wave of objectives here as well. I mean, we have to give obviously a little bit of hope over to Carl as well. Like, he was able to get back that the Crimson Golem back into his favor here, but at the same time losing his Azure Golem and losing all these little minor camps as well. It's just going to create a bigger fissure into this gold lead.
Yeah. Right now they're looking. Anybody right here, we're all trying to use the wolves in order for them to check out whoever is in those brushes, because they're kind of thinking that Boom is going to do that. They're going to try to go for pickoffs and go from there, but right now they're going to be chasing one down. They even use the Howl right here from Lou, but they're going to be chasing Carl. The damage is going to be there, but not enough. Doesn't encounter, gets the heal, but they still get the takedown anyway.
They get the takedown onto Carl, which is going to be a great move for KAGE, right? Like, they are around about 15 seconds away from these Shadow Tyrants and Shadow Overlords, which obviously pressure already be created top side of the map here.
Oh, T3 is going to be down. That's not going to be good for Boomy Sports. 6 towers on the board. They're still looking for the second one. They don't have any way to defend this. Force field suppression was there, but this was not going to be suppressing anybody from the side of KAGE.
No suppression, no reason here for KAGE to go even further, right? Like, they're in a comfortable position.
Yeah.
They have 2 T3s currently off the side of Boom Esports, and they're just looking to like, you know what? We've got a lot of damage. We've got so much going for us. Let's just go for the Tyrant, not the Overlord.
They're going to try for it. Biggie in front. Destiny counter was used already. They're going to be contesting this objective.
They're going to try.
Boomy Sports taking their time. 10k HP on the Tyrant. They're going to try to move forward, but they're not going to be stealing anything. Here it comes. Biggie falls down first, and now they have to back off. They don't have any dashes. Tatsumi has the flash, though. He could use it in order for him to get into safety, but another tower has fallen, and this last T3 is the last tower that they have.
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty much dead to rights here for this T3 in the bot side, unless we see Tatsuri get that Blazing Brilliance back up there, catches him, but is not going to be able to get him. Obviously, it's too tanky. It's going to be that Weeraw.
Last tower, or rather, last crystal is going to be here. They're going to try to go for it. Boomy Sports going to try to defend it. They're taking the damage right now, but right there in front, Draw is going to be backing off, close to death, but this is going to be it. The crystal is in their eyes. They're not going to be taking down anything, but they're still living through it. But no, KAGE will be taking first game.
KAGE with that decisive victory. I mean, we said that it has to get to the late game. It has to get to the late game for KAGE to get that victory. And I mean, we got to the 10-minute mark. That was basically getting into the mid-game territory, and they were still looking very fierce. They had